Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky has called for the creation of an army of Europe. In a speech to the Munich Security Conference, he says Europe can't rely on the United States and must act for its own sake in the face of Russian aggression. This after warning that his country has a very low chance of survival without us support to fight the Russian invasion. Speaking at the conference, Mr. Zelensky questioned Europe's readiness. In the event of a Russian offensive, Putin clearly sees Belarus just another Russian province now, and we need to be realistic. If someone is setting up a military launch pad, we need to ask, what should we do about it? And more importantly, what can we do before the next attack, the next invasion? Remember, there have already been provocations on the Polish and Lithuanian borders with Belarus migrant crisis staged by Russian intelligence to store up gals in Europe. But what if next time it's not migrants? What if it's Russian troops or North Korean troops? Make no mistake, North Koreans are not weak. They are learning how to fight now, how to fight the modern war. And what about your armies? Are they ready? And if Russia launches a false flag operation or just straight up with no INIA from Belarus, like how Crimea got taken in 2014, how fast will the Allies respond? Well, our chief international correspondent, Ledouet, says the conference shows the transatlantic relationship is under severe strain. Ukraine continues to dominate. The second day of the Munich Security Conference, which very strongly worded speech from the Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. And of course, this year's conference is very much overshadowed by Europe's worry that they will possibly be cut out of any peace negotiations and any future peace with Ukraine. And of course, the concerns about the broader security architecture. We're joined here by the European Union's foreign policy chief, the Vice President Kaja Kallas. Thank you for joining us. You still worried about the transatlantic relationship after everything you heard yesterday here in Munich? We have to build our ties with the new administration. That is clear, and we have to hear what their worries are. But it's clear that we are stronger when we are all together, and we have these threats coming from outside when it comes to Russia, when it comes to Iran, North Korea, but more covertly also China. And we need to work together. But do you sense that the United States will continue the kind of security partnership that has worked in the eyes of Europe so well in the past? We have had good meetings with the Americans inside the rooms. They are saying that they continue with NATO. We are good allies, and these are the messages that we also want to hear, that we are in this together. Of course, publicly, they are also acting, and addressing their domestic public, which is sometimes a bit different. The message from America is that Europe has to do much more. You have to increase your defense spending. You even have to look at your own societies. Is Europe going to step up? We have heard this before when President Trump was in the office last time. And since then, a lot has changed because Europeans have heard the message loud and clear. We have stepped up our defense spending. We are doing more. But of course, in the situation where Russia is investing more than 9% of its GDP on military, we need to do more ourselves as well. So we need to do this, but we also need to do it together with the Americans. The main message from President Zelensky, one of the main messages is that he needs security guarantees. The message we're getting from the United States now is any kind of security force in the event of a peace deal will be European-owned, European-led, and paid for. Can Europe do it alone? Loan the strongest security guarantee there is, and actually the cheapest security guarantee there is the NATO membership, because we know that those countries covered by the NATO's umbrella do not have war. And of course, if we discuss the security guarantees, then we really need to answer the questions: what are these security guarantees? And of course, we need to do them together with the Americans. Europe is doing a lot. If you think about the helping Ukraine, we have helped them with 134 billion euros, whereas Americans have also done their share, and we need to do this together. Kay Callister speaking to the BBC's Lisa Set.